YouTube! Welcome to my channel. I'm Michelle. My channel name is Farm Girl. And welcome to Stitch Mania Update Week 2! I am feeling very chaotic. It's to be expected. I have some surprises in store. Not really surprises. A few goodies and a correction, a little stash enhancement. So we're gonna dive right in. First, we're going to, okay, dogs. What are you eating, Sophie? Lay down. Sorry. You know, if I'm up here, they gotta be with me. So, clickety click, they'll lay down in a minute. Oops. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we're gonna get right into it. Oh, thank you for all the compliments last week. I hope I don't disappoint because today I'm kind of a hot mess. My hair's, I did not do anything. You know, still have my wrinkles. You guys are so funny. I really want to know what my concealer was. It's called, I had enough camera space and I recorded in high def. And that smooths out the wrinkles. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. But, okay, let's get into it. So, okay, here's my surprise. And I'm sorry, look, Joan, I have hives again. So sorry. I don't know, I get hives every night, and I've got hives popping up, so just ignore them. So I actually had a couple extra starts. I don't know why. I think I am just so in a crazed, stitchy state that I did not realize that I had already started. Ugh. See, I think the light coming from over, like, you don't get shadows like you do. No concealer needed. Just good lighting. So, anyways, I had a few extra starts, and I suspect it's just because I can't keep track of this crap anymore. It's crazed. I have, it's really hard for me to put stuff down because I've got so much fun stuff to stitch right now. So I honestly, and I've started so much stuff in the past 2 weeks, I can't remember if I started it this morning, if I started it this afternoon, where I am, and I literally just wrote everything down that I started, and I have three extra projects I started, and I don't remember. And actually, I took a day off. I went out to dinner with the queen of quite a lot, and on Friday, hey Joan, and I had such a migraine by the time I got home that I actually didn't stitch. I went to bed. So, and I still managed 3 extra projects. So who knows? Anyways, okay, we'll get started. So, starting with day number 8. Day number 8 it's a very non-impressive start, but it's a start nonetheless. It's called Reindeer Winter. Okay, I thought I had a kid going to ask me a question. I have my kids doing my chores so I can do this because it's so hard to find time to do this, and I hate doing that. But okay, so anyways, so here it is, really cute. And I actually restarted this one because I didn't like it on the first fabric. It just wasn't working. So just a little start. And I'm actually going to have to frog the snowflake out. And I think I'm going to do it in B5200 because you can't see it. You can see it close up. But, yeah. So cute. And it'll be a pretty quick stitch. I just don't think I had a lot of time. Probably because that was one of the days I probably started 2 projects. I will say it is a lot of fun, and I'm not feeling, it's hard to remember if I started projects or not, and now I'm just looking forward to this being over with so I can stitch them to completion. Because I really want to do that. I've got some fun stuff to do. And I'm just kind of grabbing randomly, so it's been fun. Okay, number 2 is Blackbird Designs, a Honeybee Hill, and I'm doing this bottom one. And I'm just doing it in DMC. I am not using the recommended floss, which I can't remember if it was silk or overdyed. Sorry, I feel popping up. And there's my start. And this is actually blended. Hoping you can see that. Can you see it? So that's actually 2 different DMCs just blended, and that's recommended if using DMC to get kind of, not a variegated effect, but I wish that would focus. Let me see. Not really. Okay, but in any case, it's whatever the 2 recommended threads were. You can't really see it, but it does give kind of a cool effect. Yeah, so I don't mind that. Like I said, I'm, for economy, I was stitching a lot of these, not with the overdyes. Even if they called for them, I was just subbing the DMC, and I've been totally happy with that. I'm not missing overdyes. Okay, so that was day number 10. Day number 11, this is super cute, is the primitive hair. It's called Yule. Oh, Yule Tide. And this was in the 2016 Christmas winter issue of Primitive Needle or Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine, which you should all be getting subscriptions to. I get the electronic version, so I can just go print these out whenever I need. And, oops. Okay, there's a little tiny corner of my pattern here, which I'm going to just roll over. That is my start, nothing too mage. And I'm just doing this on like a cream Belfast linen, I believe. So that's that. Ugh. Really itchy. Try not to itch. Okay, and start number 12 was a Quaker Christmas, and this pattern was racked to me by Beth. Thank you. So pretty. It's big. Okay, so I'll show you what I did was this right here. And I did this on a 32 count because I do want it to be big, and I knew, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm going to stitch a little bit more before I make any judgment. Again, I was going to do color and cotton. It's just not in my budget right now, although I did have a perfect color printed out. But I just picked up my truck from the shop and they couldn't fix it. Well, something to do with my differentials, and my rear tires are like locking up when I turn, and I have all-wheel drive, so I'm thinking, and I just replaced the differentials a year ago, so I'm thinking I might have to do that again and get all new tires. Doesn't that sound fun? And I don't have like stock tires. I have like these custom rims, and so I have I have a Ford F-150, but it's a Harley Davidson edition, and we bought it used, but the guy was like a total musclehead and jocked it all up. I don't know, kind of, he took all the stock stuff off and put on bigger, more expensive things and more expensive things to replace. So tires are super expensive, and I don't need new tires, but because of the all-wheel drive, I have to replace all 4. So I really want to do that. So hoping for the best, and I don't know what they did, but they're trying to grease them up and see if they can unlock them. So I'm supposed to drive it around for the next 2 weeks, and if it doesn't work, then I bring it back and have to have lots of expensive work done to it. So anywhoosies, so I decided to go with a DMC, and this is a variegated. McKenna used this on one of her projects, and it's really pretty. I think it's the one that she just finished, and I think maybe it's Long Dog Sampler, I'm not sure. But it's the colors that I wanted. It's kind of, it goes to a cherry red to a really dark red, and I like it. It's okay. Wouldn't have been my first choice, but we'll see once it's stitched a little bit more. So like I said, I started just with the double outline around this motif right here. And this is, no, that's not right. Is it? Oh yeah, this is it. Okay, and you can see it's the lighter red up here and the darker red down here. And it's pretty. So, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm still thinking. But I'm going to do it primarily in reds. And then I got, it's kind of 70s colors. So the gold parts, I'm going to keep gold. And this is showing up almost, oh, that looks like a pea green. But it's actually not. It's like, it's this light. This light is terrible. Let's see how this close up. That's a little bit better. Yeah, see, it's more like a green. See, my bags are back. Oh. Oh, buddy. See, Lori, no concealer. Okay. So that was number 12. Start number 12. Okay, we can rush this along. I'm taking forever. Ooh, and then my dark 13 stitching. I could not believe I did not have a single Halloween project. It's because I probably wasn't in the mood when I was kitting the stuff up for Halloween. So I just decided to dive right in. What perfect time to start Sleepy Hollow on dark 13, or on the 13th for dark 13 stitching. And so there's my start. Nothing too terribly impressive, but on my fabric that I dyed myself, and my beautiful new Q-snap covers made by the queen of quite a lot herself. I thought this one was pretty. So that's that. And okay, so that was the 13th. The 14th, I have a double start. And they are, the first one was February wordplay. I think it's just called February Doorbells. Is that? Yeah, February wordplay. Brenda Gervais. Sylvia at Becky's Land, she has done, I think she did March, the one with the wheelbarrow, so cute. But this is the one, my husband bought me this pattern. And, oops. Okay, and that's as much as I got done. And I'm just using a, oh, and this is, I don't know what kind of sketchy linen this is. I think this is like that MGC Textiles or whatever. Definitely not my favorite, but the linen is okay. It's not as nice as the Zweigart, but that's all I got. Okay, and then the other part of that, which, oh, I think it was just the pattern, and it is, I'm just going to show you because it's finished, but it was a freebie, and I'm pretty sure it was Plum Street Samplers, and it's from their blog. It's on the same piece of fabric, and it's kind of wrinkled, but Bok Bok is what it was called. It's just a little turkey, isn't it cute? So that's that. That was a start and finish same day, pretty quick. So that was the 14th, and that was start 14 and 15. And then, well, this would have been today, but I started it last night. I think I did. I'm sure I did. Yeah, I started it last night, and oh, let me take this off. It is to fun use. And I'm doing the pillows because I want to be like Jenny. And that's what she did. Okay, so here's my start. Okay, now Jenny posted her picture on her Instagram, which made me fall in love with it. And she did both of them in little pillows like this. Okay, maybe that's not as big as I thought it was. It's stitching up a lot smaller. This is my a 6 and 8 inch. So this is 6 inch, and this is the 8 inch pieces to Q-snaps. So it's definitely, it's smaller than I thought it was going to be. Is that how big yours were, Jenny? I feel like yours were bigger. But I love it. And I'm actually using all wools to stitch in. And let me just show you those. And I got, my LNS carries all sorts of different specialty fibers, so that's where they came from. And they are Bella Lusso, 100% pure merino wool, made in Italy. And here it is. Definitely, it's like an uber fingering weight yarn. I mean, it's squishy like yarn. And it does have a bit of a halo like wool does. But it's a lot of fun. You have to use short, Sophie, stop it. Short lengths because it does, pull apart. And, but this is my start on it. I'm hoping you can kind of see some of the texture in there. So this is DMC, the real dark, and then this is the wool here. Can you see it? I can't tell if you can see it or if it's... I think that's about as good as it's going to get. But it is, it's a lot of fun, and you can definitely see the texture when you see it close up. So that's been a fun stitch. And I think that one, I think it's going to go really quick. And so that was actually, put that in there. So that was actually start 15. Well, day 15. What is today? Today is the 15th. Okay, and then here's here's a bonus. Oh, what did I do with them? Oh, I guess I didn't bring them up. Just in case I slack next time. Okay, I guess I'll save those for next time then. Yes, I will. Okay, and then I had another finish. It was the Prairie Schooler Barnyard Christmas. And I just finished the cow ornament. Okay, now I'm going to mention something about this. If you see this cow, here, do you see that mammary there? That is the most insipid looking udder I've ever seen. If my cow's udder was that color, I would be deworming her and calling the vet. So I did not add the udder. She is a heifer. Yeah, I was not stitching an udder that color. So she's a good, healthy cow. She's been wormed. Okay, that's that. And I'm trying to make this quick so I can put Caladrill all over. Okay, correction. I have, okay, my Christmas present from Farm Boy was this beautiful handmade sheet bowl and these little bins. Okay, now I mistakenly said, now look at how perfect these are and how fine these are. Okay, do you see that? Look at those teeny tiny little guts. And do you see how meticulous this bowl is? And they're so perfect. I remembered reading somewhere that they were handmade. And then when I got them, I was like, oh no, those must be laser cut. And everyone is just as meticulous as the next. And they're exact replicas of each other, and they're gorgeous. And these are from Sheila Landry makes these. And I'm going to link her Etsy site below. Let's see if you can see that. My camera does not want to focus tonight. Okay, but just adorable. And these little bobbins, and they come in 2 different sizes. This is the smaller one. I am going to get some bigger ones because I love these. And then the bowls come in a smaller and bigger size too. And the bigger bobbins would be perfect for doing, if you're a knitter, it'd be perfect for like a mini skein for like heels and toes on socks, or the squares for granny squares. Anyways, so I just wanted to make sure that I corrected myself, and that these are, she does these on a scroll saw, believe it or not. Like, they're hand cut on a scroll saw. And the video I'm gonna, she actually has a YouTube channel, so I will link her Etsy site, and I'm gonna make myself a note so I don't forget. Okay, so I'm gonna link her Etsy site and her scroll saw, her YouTube channel. And she also has, so I was watching her YouTube channel, and she's actually got some cool videos on just like decorative painting techniques. She was doing kind of these cogs, I guess you would call it. Hang on. My camera is like fading on me because the battery must be dying. Oh, I'm back. Okay, so they're like cogs, or, you know, like parts from the inside of a clock. That's what they look like. And super cute. And she's got them all painted and to look like old rusted metal. And it's really cute. Really cool, the technique that she uses, and super simple to get really complex looking paint job. So I will link that video below. And yeah, so thank you. My apologies, Sheila. I love this bowl. It is so adorable. So thank you so much for letting me know that I was wrong. It was definitely, they are hand cut, and I cannot even believe that somebody could hand cut. First of all, they're super economically priced, considering that she's hand cutting every single one of these. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Mm-mm. And then that she's putting this beautiful finish on, and she's sanding them so they don't, you know, catch on your floss. I mean, I'm astounded. I mean, this is craftsmanship. I love it. I'm going to treasure this forever. It's amazing. Love it. Okay. Then I was hoping I would come across Tonya of Tonya's Stitches. I think she changed her YouTube channel. It used to be, I think it was Tonya's Stitching and Sewing. Tonya Sewing and Stitchy Room, or it's now Tonya Stitches Room. I'll link her channel below. She sent me some, she has an Etsy shop too, and she sent me some needle minders. Thank you so much, Tonya, for thinking of me. That was so sweet. They are on projects in my project bag, so I will attempt to locate them somewhere during the month. And so she sent me a little cocoa mug for my coffee, Quaker stitching, and then she sent me another little, it's like a little pewter looking coffee cup on a saucer, and then she made me one for my my knitting too, like a stitch marker. So thank you so much, Tonya. That was so sweet. And then because it was my birthday and Joan and I had lunch on Friday, Joan made me, oh, I found them. They're not on stitching. I shoved them in here so I wouldn't forget to show them. Dummy me. Here they are. Okay, so here, how thoughtful was that? That she made me this special little stitch marker, and it's a mug. And then she made me a needle minder mug. Isn't that cute? And then look at this. This is like the blingiest needle minder I've ever seen in person. And it's so cute. So thank you so much, Tonya. I love this. This is so cool. So fancy. Awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then Joan gifted me these lovely little bags. I love these so much. Great for knitting. Or I put, this has my floss for Sleepy Hollow. And then this has the specialty stuff. But this would be great for like double pointed needles or round needles for knitting too. So zippered pouch. She also brought me all my, now these I ordered from her, these grime guards, because she made me, so this was my last one. I have them on all sorts of different projects too, through here. My Sleepy Hollow, I'm not going to dig that out again, but I showed that. That has one. Did my Yuletide, oh, that doesn't have one on it. But so this was, she made me this one and a coffee one, and then I bought a bunch more. I think there's like at least 5 more that I bought in these beautiful fabrics. Love these because I'm flowery and girly. And I love them, love them. So thank you, Joan. And she also had another project bag for me. And I will show it on my next video when I get to that project that it's in. And then for Mother's Day, and I hope you all had a wonderful Mother's Day, I went to Shepherd's Harvest. So this was, it was the 20th anniversary. So they do this every year at the Washington County Fairgrounds here in Minnesota, in Lake Elmo. And it's a fiber fest. And so they have, I have a few friends. I think I've mentioned my friend Holly with the Angora rabbits. I didn't see her there, but I know she sells there. And then my girlfriend Pat with the alpacas, she was there. I had to return some stuff I borrowed from her. So Pat was there, Pure Country Alpacas. If you're, I don't know, they don't have a website. I think she just mainly does craft shows, and events like this. So, it was a really good time. They do have live animals there. They do a shearing demo, and I'm going to put, I have some video that I shot while we were there. So they have these, it's on the fairgrounds, and it's outdoor fairgrounds, and they just have all these pole sheds that you can walk through, and they're loaded with vendors. I think it said over 100, more than 100 fiber vendors, sheep shearing demos, sheep breed display, spinning, knitting, more, fleece, felting, photography. They have, it's loads of fun. It's, here's the back. You can get everything that you need for knitting. You can buy spinning wheels, electric, and with the treadles, and you can buy a full fleece, unwashed. You can buy, oh, there's Stephen B. So Stephen B is a pretty big deal around here in Minnesota. He's got a shop in Minneapolis. He was actually there. I saw him. I didn't have the guts to ask him to take a picture, but super nice guy. He used to own a second shop when he was just before he got kind of big. He used to have a second shop in Rosemont where I grew up, and I used to go talk to him there. He's a nice guy. Now he's never at a shop. He's always at fiber festivals across the country, and no, he was not there. He wasn't there. That was not him. But yeah, so I can't remember now. No, I don't know. He was not there. Maybe he may have been there, but he wasn't there when I was there. Okay, so yeah. So a lot of fun stuff. They have classes. It's a lot of fun. It's $5 per person to get in, and then they just have a ton of goodies. Carters, that's what I really wanted, but I didn't get them because they're expensive. And actually, I couldn't find any that I liked. Okay, you don't want to sit and watch me do this. Okay, so I'm going to show you my goodies from there. So first, I'm doing the Find Your Fade shawl. And I needed one more anchor color. And I actually haven't checked to see if this is going to work or not. But I'm hoping it's going to. It's a hedgehog. It's my favorite brand. I just like it. And I like doing the whole thing so that... Because fingering weights can be different with every brand of yarn. And this is... so it's more consistent if you use the same brand. It's really dirty from the bottom of my bag. But yeah, this is called Graphite. It's just a really pretty kind of blackish charcoal-y, not really black, but definitely like a charcoal gray. Got a little variegation in there, pretty. And that might be a little dark, we'll see. Okay, and then, now you know, since I make my own soap, it's gotta be some darn good soap if I buy it. I wish you could smell this. It's so delicious. It's like an almond something or other. And then she just takes a little bit of roving and just kind of wraps it. And then as you use the soap, it felts. This is my favorite. I think I'm going to start doing this with my soap. Because I really like that. It wouldn't take much. And she just uses extras. But it's so pretty. And then all of them are, you know, color coded according to what kind of soap. This one is like almond. Oh, so good. And this one is a little, this is the almond. Oh yeah. This is like an almond biscotti or really good. And then this one is like cherry blossom or something it was called. They actually smell pretty similar. And this is the Felted Soap Lady, Barb McFadden. She's on Facebook at the Felted Soap Lady. And hold that up. Her phone number here is 262-719-6035. The Felted Soap Lady at gmail.com to email her. 262, is that Wisconsin? I think that's Wisconsin. Gosh, what is up? Can you see that? Yeah, it smells amazing. And a lot of Wisconsin vendors there, for sure. Okay, and then okay. These are so cute. And these came from, I made sure to get business cards from everywhere. Oh, this lady's in Zumbrota, so she's actually not too far from here. She had the most adorable, like, little felted things. And I don't know which of the ladies. There were two women in the booth, and one of them had a very Dutch or German accent. She didn't talk too much, but I did catch it. She's got a Facebook group, an Etsy shop, Be Lighted. BeeLighted. Ravelry group is also Be Lighted, BeeLighted. Same thing Facebook and same thing Twitter. I don't know if you can see that. But look at her felted things. Her little apples and her gnomes. I mean, she just, oh, it's so cute. And the little pumpkins. So it's Stacy Drenkhan. DRENCKHAHN. Stacy at BeLighted.com. Let's see if we turn this off. If that'll help at all. Oh, okay. Well, and yeah, fun stuff. Let me show you what I got. So I got this little pumpkin. And just little pumpkins. And this little pumpkin. I got a trio for bowl filler. And then this big pumpkin. Aren't they adorable? Yeah, I love the shape of this one. Solid wool. Aren't they adorable? Yeah, they're super fun. Let me get rid of my bags. Yeah, that light's kind of terrible, but... Alright, so that was that. These are all my Mother's Day gifts, so... And then the last thing I got was a couple of project bags for my knitting. And these are so fun. Okay, first, full disclosure, because she did ask me not to show them for 2 weeks. So do not call or email her or anything until June 1st. So this is Sun Valley Fibers from Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. They're also on Ravelry and on Instagram, Sun Valley Fibers. I hope you can see this. I'm being such a butthead. Okay, so I will, I don't know if I'm going to link it. Okay, I'll link her website below. I'll just write it down here so I remember to do that. I will also link Joan's Facebook page for her project bags and Sun Valley Fibers. Okay, and they're also under the same name, Ravelry and Instagram, Sun Valley Fibers. Okay, so here is my project bag. How cute is this? So this is Caramel, and they actually take pictures of, they raise Icelandic sheep, and they sell their beautiful yarns. It's a really nice kind of wider bottom bag. Not wider, but kind of. And this is their larger bag. How cute is that? So her name is Caramel. And then they printed on fabric. It's, I mean, pretty plain Jane, but it's nicely lined. Beautifully lined. And then it's a quilted fabric on the outside. It feels like either, it's a fusible fleece. And it's not super stiff. It's softer. And really cute. Okay, and then the second bag is, and let me tell you, so this is Sunshine, Latte, and Susie. And those are all Icelandic sheep. And this is the smaller bag. So this is like a great sock bag. They just have the two sizes, and you can see there's not that much of a difference in size. Maybe an inch taller. Let me fold them up so you can kind of see. Okay. Yeah, so maybe an inch or two taller and wider. And then they have these really nice handles with the clasp. Yeah, I really like these. Cute, cute, cute. He's so cute. And I love that it was of their actual sheep. That's what really appealed to me too. So those are going to have some projects in them. So this should fit my my Find Your Fade. And then this is obviously perfect for a small shawl or like a 2 skein project. Socks would be excellent in here, obviously. All right, that was that. And I think that's all I got. Oh, and then so at the end here, it's a 40-minute video already. So I will post, and it's just a couple minutes. If you don't want to watch it, that's fine. It's of the buildings, little bit of the layout of the fairgrounds and how they did it. And then at the very end will be a sheep shearing demo. And this little, you'll notice in the background, there is a ewe. So the owners were right there. And the lamb that's being sheared, this is a spring lamb from this year. I'm pretty sure it wasn't quite, the fiber's not long enough to be sheared. But I'm sure it's a spring lamb and they're just shearing for summer. So, the fiber is kind of, it's almost, it wasn't long enough to do anything with. It was maybe a 2-inch staple, and super, super fine because they're lambs. And that first coat is always the finest. So the ewe is in the background and she's a solid black ewe, beautiful fiber. And her little lambs, she had one white one and one black one. And we were talking to the owners, and the black one is a ram and the white one was a ewe lamb. And they actually have to hold her down because she will only nurse the black one. Probably because it looks like her. You get that with, I have a big, huge divide among my goats too. The Sanins with solid white, erect ears do not want anything to do with those long-eared brown Nubians. They definitely recognize that they're different. If they're with each other, like from the minute they're born, they're much better. But if there's a couple weeks go by, I have ones that are a year old right now and I can't put them together because they will kill each other. Well, the Sanins will kill the Nubians. So yeah, one more year and hopefully they'll be able to be integrated. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of interesting. And you'll see him holding the ewe while the little kid kind of pacifies, or the little lamb pacifies herself by nursing mom, but the mom is not having it. And then the baby and the mom, you'll hear them crying back and forth because obviously the baby has no idea what's going on, doesn't know why he's being manhandled and sheared. And the mom is mad because she's being held down and doesn't want to nurse this other lamb. And the guy's holding her. And then, of course, the baby hears mom crying. And so they're talking back and forth. And the guy was like, this is not helping at all. It was kind of funny. So yeah, it doesn't hurt them at all. And you can see there's actually a spot in there that I got where he's actually, he's little, but his testicles are about this big. They're big. And you can see how gently he's with the shears. It's kind of, again, trying to dispel those stupid PETA claims that they bloody animals when they shear them. They don't. If they didn't shear them, that wool would continue to grow, and in 2 years' time, it would make it very difficult for the sheep to get around and to be able to walk and be comfortable, and it would hurt, and they'd have a lot of weight on them. So anyway, so I hope you enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. My beautiful daughter went with me and spent spent Mother's Day with me, and that's what we did. And then we came home. It was a really fun time. So I hope you enjoy the video, and I will try my very best to get back here next week. But I'll tell you, the hardest thing about Stitch Mania is getting the time to make these videos. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you again for all the comments. Welcome to all my new subscribers. And thank you very much to those who are still subscribed. Have a great week, and hopefully I'll see you on Monday. Bye. outside the building. So it's just a series of buildings that you walk through. We've been through buildings 1 and 2. Lovely Maddie. Say hi to Flosstube. It's a beautiful day in Minnesota. It's like 75 degrees. It's hot. Oh, look at those. So they have rovings, finished yarns, handmade baskets, finished items, people spinning, lots of spinners, drop spindles, wheels, hand dyes.
I think the big one's
We've seen, let's see, they have alpaca, Icelandic. Oh, no thank you. Fleeces. Oh, bunnies. Angora, these are French Angora. Wool art. Lots and lots of vendors. Another spinner. Oh, this is all rabbit. Angora fibers. This must be the rabbit building because we haven't really seen rabbits. There's lots of rabbits here. Oh, I bet Holly's in here. Oh, cute. Oh, my lands. Cute. Angora, dyed Angora wool. Look at those, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, and this is Cormo and Angora. Oh, this is really pretty. I love Cormo Angora. It's a beautiful blend. Finished socks. Oh, look at that. That's pretty.